This year, cancer made it personal as the comedy world lost one of its all-time greats. He made us all laugh like no one else could. Now, here to pay tribute to the wonderful and sorely missed Sean Lock is his great friend, Bill Bailey.
I remember the first time I met Sean was a little comedy club in West London. And like so many times after that, wherever Sean was, there were people laughing. And I remember the first sight of him was this tall, rangy bloke, bit of a natty dresser and white shirt with a floral pattern. And he was larking about on stage, engaging with the crowd with his easy, blokish charm, bantering with the audience. And the whole place was in gales of laughter, and we became friends. Sean's stand-up was a dizzying mix of the absurd, the daft, the clever, the downright bonkers, the utterly original. He drew you into some seemingly reasonable premise and then spun you around in some ludicrous direction you hadn't seen coming. He took the art of stand-up and the craft very seriously. He was a man of boundless creativity, and he channeled all this into his darkly brilliant sitcom, 15 Stories High, which is now rightly hailed as a masterpiece of the form. But I think it was his team captaincy of 8 out of 10 Cats and then the spin-off show, 8 out of 10 Cats, the Countdown, that really brought Sean's comedy to a wider audience. And here I think he found a role and made it his own. His riffing, his comments, his improvising, his set pieces on that show cemented his reputation as one of our funniest comedians of this or any other generation. I remember always laughing when I spent time with Sean. He was as funny off stage as on. He was a very thoughtful man. He read widely. He loved his family with great tenderness. He loved to travel. He was a great companion. And on our many nights out, we would invariably end in helpless laughter. Our conversations would range about anything and everything. He had a brilliant mind, a questioning mind. He was a deep thinker. And he loved getting the most out of life. He loved to cook. He was always a generous and convivial host. He loved music. He loved a bit of rock, a bit of dub reggae. And what I loved most about him, perhaps like me, was that he loved to dance. He was a free spirit. He was a traveler, a loving family man, a brilliant comic. I miss him greatly, my oldest and dearest friend. I'm grateful for the time we spent together, and I'm so glad that so many people got to see how funny he was.